Across to Virat Kohli, who is now addressing a press briefing, and will he rethink his decision to then join the ODI series? Listen in.
Has not happened that I want to rest. Answering your first question, whatever was said about the communication that happened during the decision that was made was inaccurate. I was contacted 1.5 hours before the selection meeting on the 8th for the test series. And there was no prior communication with me at all since I announced the T20 captaincy decision up till the 8th of December, where, as I said, I got a call 1.5 hours before the selection meeting, and the chief selector discussed with me the test team, to which we both agreed. And before ending the call, I was told that the 5 selectors have decided that I will not be the ODI captain, to which I replied, okay, fine. And in the selection call afterwards, we chatted about it briefly, and that's what happened. There was no communication prior to that at all.
Shamik Chakrabarti, you can go ahead. Shamik, if you can hear us, you can go ahead, or else we can go to Subodh Mayure. Subodh.
Shall I go? Shall I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Virat. How much you will miss opener Rohit Sharma's services in the South Africa Test Series, which was India's top run getter in English conditions recently, last few months?
Well, we'll miss his abilities a lot. I mean, he's proven in England already that he's really worked his test game out, and the opening partnership was very important for us to play in that series that we did. So obviously, with his experience and his skill, we will miss his qualities. But having said that, I think it's an opportunity for someone like Mayank and KL to step up and solidify that start for us that we got in the last series, and make sure that the good work is carried on in this series as well.
Thanks.
Gomesh, you can go ahead with your question, followed by...
Yeah. Can I go?
Yeah, Gomesh, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Virat. Over the last couple of years, India have always, more often than not, preferred playing 5 bowlers, and Jadeja has been a crucial part of it. How do you look at his absence and that playing a role in the combinations that you wanted to play?
Well, Jadeja has obviously been a very, very important player for us. He contributes in all 3 departments of the game, which is invaluable, playing especially in overseas conditions. And he will obviously be missed. But having said that, we do have quality in the side to be able to, create the best combination possible on the field for us, and still be in situations or positions to win test matches. Because we have created that kind of bench strength and that kind of environment where people coming in, are seizing the opportunity and grabbing it with both hands and making sure that the team is helped by their performances. So as much as we'll miss him, I don't think that will be a deciding factor in this series or moving forward. And he's injured, obviously, and I wish him a speedy recovery and that he comes back soon.
Thank you.
Abhishek Purohit, followed by Arani. Abhishek, go ahead. Abhishek, if you can hear us, you can go ahead with your question. All right, if you're not able to ask your question, you can send it on chat. Arani, you can go ahead. Arani? Okay, there seems to be some audio issue there. Srinjoy, you can go ahead with your question.
Hi Virat, you have mentioned this before as well, how mentally tough one has to be to thrive in sports. So when there's so much happening all around, some decisions are going against you, or just, as you mentioned, as late as 1.5 hours before a selection call, maybe you're not quite in the right frame of mind as you'd love to be ahead of such an important tour. How do you switch off and deal with it? Like, what's your coping mechanism like?
Well, nothing can derail me from being motivated to play for India, to be prepared for a tour like this and to perform to the best of my abilities. Nothing has ever derailed and nothing can derail me from that. A lot of things that happen on the outside are not ideal and not always how one expects them to be. but you have to understand there's only so much that you can do as an individual, and we have to keep the things in right perspective and do the things that you can as an individual in my control. So I'm very focused. I'm very mentally prepared and very excited to go to South Africa and do the best that I can for the team and make the team win.
All right, we'll move to the next question to Subhayan. Subhayan, go ahead.
Hi, Virat. Virat, I just wanted to know that now that you are a pure batter in the limited overs format, first of all, it is not easy to give up captaincy. So, how do you take that one personally? And do you feel it will leave an impact on your batting as well positively?
Well, I can't comment on whether it'll leave a positive impact on my batting or not. I don't think those things anyone can predict. I have taken a lot of pride in performing as a captain as well for the team, and I have done the best that I could. I think what I know is that my motivation levels to perform for the team will not dip at all, and I will always be prepared and eager to perform in the same manner. And about captaincy, as I said, I think one thing I can say is that I've been honest to my responsibility, and I've done it to the best of my potential or whatever I could. And that I've been absolutely honest to that job. So yeah, that's my assessment of my limited overs captaincy. And the batting, look, of course, when you know you've been doing well for a long time at the international level, you know how to perform. So those things can never go away from you. And it's just about understanding your roles and understanding the situation that you're going to play in and making sure that you perform for the team.
We'll take last few. Kuntal, you can go ahead with your question, followed by Vaibhav Bhola. Kuntal. I guess we can't hear Kuntal. All right. Vaibhav Bhola, you can go ahead with your question.
विराट भाई, आपसे ये चीज पूछना चाहेंगे जो आपने क्लियर किया कि 1.5 घंटा पहले सिर्फ आपको ये बताया गया कि अब आप हिंदुस्तान के वनडे कप्तान नहीं रहने वाले हैं, लेकिन आपने तो हमेशा इस बात को क्लियर किया था कि आप 2023 तक हिंदुस्तान की कप्तानी वनडे क्रिकेट में करना चाहते हैं।
जी, ये सवाल था कि क्या
सवाल ही था, आपने तो हमेशा क्लियर किया था कि आप 2023 तक हिंदुस्तान के वनडे कप्तान रहना चाहते हैं।
जी, मतलब जब T20 कैप्टेंसी को छोड़ने की मैंने पहले BCCI से कम्युनिकेट किया, सबसे पहले मैंने BCCI को अप्रोच किया कि मेरा ये पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, ये डिसीजन है और इन रीजंस की वजह से मैं ये करना चाहता हूं, तो उसको बहुत एक अच्छे तरीके से रिसीव किया गया। उसमें कोई ऑफेंस नहीं थी, उसमें कोई हेजिटेशन नहीं थी, उसमें मुझे ये नहीं कहा गया था कि आप T20 कैप्टेंसी ना छोड़िए, बल्कि उसको बहुत अच्छे से रिसीव किया गया कि बहुत एक प्रोग्रेसिव स्टेप है और सही डायरेक्शन में है। तो उस टाइम मैंने कम्युनिकेट किया था कि जी हाँ, मैं ओडीआई और टेस्ट में कंटिन्यू करना चाहूंगा, अनलेस कि ऑफिस बेयरर्स और सिलेक्टर्स को लगे कि मुझे ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं करनी चाहिए, और ये भी मैंने कॉल पे क्लैरिफाई किया था उस टाइम पे। तो मेरा कम्युनिकेशन BCCI को क्लियर था उस टाइम से कि मैं क्या करना चाहता था, और मैंने ये जैसे बोला कि मैंने ये ऑप्शन भी दिया था कि अगर ऑफिस बेयरर्स और सिलेक्टर्स को लगता है कि मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए, तो वो डिसीजन उनके हाथ में है।
Bhushan, you can go ahead with the question. Bhushan, if you're there. All right, Amay, if you're there. Yeah.
So, Captain, India played brilliantly to win their last test in South Africa in Joburg in 2018. How inspiring will those memories be for the team ahead of the upcoming series?
Sorry, I lost you.
India played brilliantly to win the last test in South Africa in Joburg in 2018. So how inspiring will those memories be for the team going ahead in the series?
We can take a lot of motivation from that, of course. I mean, we probably won in the toughest conditions on that tour. So that should give us a lot of confidence that if we have the right mindset and we start off the series with a lot of confidence and belief, we can definitely stand up to any challenge that comes our way and take a lot of heart from it. I think South Africa is one place where we have not won a series yet. So We are very motivated to do that, and the mindset is always to go out there and win a series in any country that we play. We don't anymore think of just winning a test match here and there, and we will do our absolute best that we can as a team to make sure that we keep contributing towards that cause. And yeah, as you rightly said, we will take a lot of motivation and a lot of belief from that victory.
Final two questions. Mr. R. Kaushik, if you can go ahead with your question, if you can hear us, or you can send it on chat.
I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Virat, it was probably the tour of South Africa 4 years back, which became the springboard for sort of India's bid to dominate in all parts of the world. So how excited are you at returning to a place with the opportunity of creating history? And what is it that makes playing in South Africa probably more challenging than some of the other places you played in?
Yeah, I mean, South Africa was really the start for us as a team, traveling and starting to believe that we can win series overseas. We built it up nicely in England, and then Australia was an accumulation of all that effort. Yeah, South Africa presents a different kind of challenge. As I said, the wickets have a lot of pace and bounce, and you need to be at your absolute best to be able to perform there and get difficult runs. Something that we have tried to do as a team, but probably left ourselves a bit too much to do at certain times, where sessions have gone very bad when they've gone bad, which is something that we've controlled really nicely in the recent past with more experience and guys understanding conditions and how to play in these kind of conditions against switch bowlers, and how to transition their innings through the day so they can bat long. So I think we are very well placed in terms of experience and belief and confidence that this time around we can do something special and get the results that we want as a team, and overcome probably the toughest conditions to go and win a series.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Captain.
Anand, you had asked for chat questions. I can see something popping up there. I don't know.
I can't see it. Which one are you talking about?
I don't know. There are a few questions. I just see some chat notifications. That's it.
Okay. Let me check. All right. We'll take one final one from the chat. It says you have always talked about building the team. How do you see your role in white ball captaincy as a senior member of the ODI squad right now?
Well, my responsibility is obviously to push the team in the right direction, something that I've always looked to do even before I became captain. So that mindset has never changed, and it will never change. Rohit is a very able captain and very, very tactically sound. We've seen that in the games that he's captain for India and in the IPL as well. So, and along with Rahul Bhai, who's a very, very balanced coach, great man manager, both of them will have my absolute support and my contribution in whatever vision they set for the team. And I will be there to support that 100% and continue to be a guy who can push the team in the right direction going forward from here in ODIs and T20s.
Perfect. Thank you.
एक और सवाल हो सकता है हिंदी में? संजीव बोल रहा हूँ नवभारत टाइम्स से।
जी
मैं विराट, एक मेरा सवाल था, एक तो बड़ा अनफॉर्चुनेट तो है कि आपका रिकॉर्ड बहुत अच्छा रहा है एज ए कैप्टन, एज ए प्लेयर तो है ही है ओडीआई में, लेकिन इस तरह से अनफॉर्चुनेट आपने बताया कि आपको हटाया गया, तो आपको वजह बताई गई कि क्यों हटाया जा रहा है? और दूसरे एक और चीज जो कि मैं कंट्रोवर्सी नहीं करना चाहता हूं, बट ये आप भी सुनते होंगे या खबरें आती हैं कि आपके और रोहित के रिश्तों को लेके, उस पर थोड़ा आप बोलना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, मैं रीजंस, ऑब्वियसली हम लोग आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट नहीं जीते, रीजंस मैं समझ सकता हूँ। मुझे डिसीजन सही है नहीं उस पर कोई डिबेट ही नहीं थी। मतलब डिसीजन जो बीसीसीआई ने लिया वो एक लॉजिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू की वजह से लिया, जो बिल्कुल अंडरस्टैंडेबल है, मैं समझ सकता हूँ। बाकी जो इवेंट्स हुए, जिस तरीके से कम्युनिकेट किया गया, वो मैंने आपको बता ही दिया था। और दूसरी चीज ये कि देखिए, मेरे और रोहित के बीच में मैंने पहले भी ये कितनी बार एड्रेस किया आके कि हमारे बीच में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। और ऑनेस्टली मैं पिछले 2 या 2.5 साल से मैं इसको क्लैरिफाई करे जा रहा हूँ रेगुलरली, और मैं थक चुका हूँ इस चीज को क्लैरिफाई करके, क्योंकि ये बार बार सवाल मुझसे पूछा जाता है। और मैं आपको एक चीज गारंटी के साथ बोल सकता हूँ कि मेरा कोई भी एक्शन या मेरा कोई भी कम्युनिकेशन कभी भी टीम को नीचे लगाने के लिए नहीं होगा जब तक मैं क्रिकेट खेलूंगा। और ये हमेशा से मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रहा है इंडियन क्रिकेट के लिए, और ये मेरी कमिटमेंट इंडियन क्रिकेट की तरफ है हमेशा।
Perfect. Thank you, Captain. Thanks everyone for your time. Thank you, Captain, for your time too.
Thank you very much.
So that is the much-awaited question-answer session by Virat Kohli. But, of course, the headline of that interaction is, "I'm available," he says, "for the ODI series and for selection." I want our viewers to listen in again exactly to when and what Virat Kohli said that he is available.
Well, I was and I am available for selection all this time. You should not be asking me this question. Honestly, this question should be asked to people who are writing about these things and their sources. Because as far as I'm concerned, I was always available. I have not had any communication with the BCCI to say that I want to rest. So there were a few things that came out in the past as well, where it was said that I was attending some events or something, which was absolutely not true either. So, all these people who are writing these things and their sources, to me, they're absolutely not credible. We'll miss his abilities a lot. I mean, he's proven in England already that, he's really worked his test game out, and the opening partnership was very important for us to play in that series that we did. So obviously, with his experience and his skill, we will miss his qualities. But having said that, I think it's an opportunity for someone like Mayank and KL to step up and solidify that start for us that we got in the last series, and make sure that the good work is carried on in this series as well.
So let's go across to our managing editor, Vikrant Gupta, for all the latest. Vikrant, he's completely dismissed the controversy and the fact that he's available for selection. What do you make of it? And just to add here, he's also taken a dig, saying, go ask the ones who are writing that I'm not available. I always was.
Well, it was a report which came out yesterday,
Yes.
and good that Virat has made himself available. In fact, I was expecting that he would play in the ODIs, but the board treasurer, Arun Dhumal, was on record yesterday when he said that Virat had expressed a desire. Now, this was long time before the captaincy switch. He'd expressed the desire not to play in the ODI. So, if that was maybe 15 days ago, 20 days ago, now that Virat's changed his mind, it's good. In fact, it rests all the speculation. All the speculations have been put to rest by Virat himself. In fact, a question was asked of him regarding his and Rohit Sharma's supposed rift. And a rift is a much abused word, Shali. People say, oh, there is a rift between the two of them. There could be differences of opinion while playing cricket or while taking decisions. And that is what Virat has maintained. That is what Rohit has also maintained. In fact, the last line that he said was, I would never do anything that doesn't befit of a national player. I think that's the bottom line. Virat is going to play in the ODIs, so the speculation is over.
So at this point, the fact that the rumor was basically that the ODI captaincy, and that has been now exchanged, and that is the reason. Was it ego in the way? Was it some other reason? And that question that was asked to him as well. What do you know about it? Do you think this could be about a rift, or do you think this is just being made out to be, and this was some other reason that Virat Kohli may have wanted to take a break for the ODI series?
There was no rift. There was no rift. In fact, Pooja, remember, Arun Dhumal did say officially yesterday that the request was made long time before the captaincy switch. So this had nothing to do with the captaincy. We all know that because of the buy bubbles and the fatigues and the burnouts, players do take breaks in between. And that time, he said Virat had expressed a desire not to play in the ODIs. But the timing of the story, coming just a day after Rohit Sharma pulled out of the South Africa test matches because of the hamstring injury, and the next morning you read in Times of India that Virat also would not be playing in the ODIs. So, the assumption was that, Rohit doesn't want to play under Virat and Virat doesn't want to play under Rohit.
Correct.
But no cricketer would ever do that. It was the timing of the story which led to all the speculations, Pooja. But it's good that within 24 hours of that report and all the speculations, Virat himself has come on record as saying that he is available for the ODIs, and the fact that with Rohit Sharma as the ODI captain, Virat will be lending all his support to him.
So then what happened, Vikrant? Because if there was a desire earlier to have possibly tried to take a break, then coming forth and doing literally a press conference and saying, I am available, who said I was not? What do you think happened? Why did he have to do a press conference like that? Why couldn't he just give out a statement like he did on Twitter?
No, because he was supposed to do a press conference. Every captain has to do a press conference one day prior to the departure of a major series. So the Indian team would be traveling to South Africa tomorrow morning, and the captain anyways had to come for the press conference. What could have happened in the last 24 hours? I think the BCCI spoke to Virat. Virat spoke to the BCCI, and they were all unanimous in the fact that if Virat goes and plays in the ODIs, that'll be for the betterment of not just the team, but also put to rest all the speculations regarding Virat and Rohit.
So do tell us also, Vikrant, about this ODI series in South Africa. What are you picking up on the team? How do you think we are placed at this point? And with Virat in or out, how much a difference could that make for the Indian team?
Well, first, the Indians would have to concentrate on the test matches, Pooja. 3 test matches. India's never won a test series in South Africa. They've won the limited overs series. They've never won a test series. So tomorrow morning, they leave for the test matches. It's going to be difficult. Virat also said that he's going to miss Rohit Sharma as an opening batsman because Rohit scored runs in Australia. He also scored runs in England. As far as the ODIs are concerned, since you are expecting Rohit to be back from that hamstring injury for the ODIs, which will be played 19th January onwards, and since Virat would also be there, so India would be full strength. I think I would favor the Indians winning the ODIs, but I still feel that in the test matches, South Africa have that slight little edge now.
Vikrant, if I try to read between the lines or basically listen between the lines to what Virat Kohli has said, he said, why are you asking me this question? Go ask the ones who are writing. Who are these sources? Who are the ones writing this report? You know, he's known for those one-liners. But this time, to literally take a dig at someone, do you think he's doing that?
He's got every right to. Pooja, he's got every right to. I mean, you know, you look at the last 3-4 months, there have been speculations around his captaincy. First, a story came out that he would quit T20 captaincy, which he did, which he eventually did.
Yes.
Then there were speculations over the switch in one-day captaincy, which eventually did happen. I mean, there have been other stories also. But I think Virat is very well justified in feeling that, you know, there have been some sources leaking some information regarding Virat. And those informations perhaps haven't augured well for his image. You know, a cricketer of his stature, he's also got to be aware of the image that he carries, not just as a cricketer, but also as a brand ambassador of the national cricket team. And I think he must have been worried. Like I said, maybe Pooja, he was justified. Even if he was taking a break from the ODIs,
yes,
it wasn't going to be earth-shattering. He was well justified, if at all he wanted to. Like I said, the BCCI treasurer did go on record yesterday as saying that he had actually expressed his desire to miss the ODIs, but long time before the captaincy switch. And I think that is where the trigger happened. The timing of the story coming out one day after Rohit pulled out of the test matches, and people assumed that this is tit for tat from Virat, which never was.
And just before I let you go, do tell us right now, where does Virat Kohli's captaincy stand? How are we looking at him as a captain? How are we looking at him primarily now as a player with the Indian squad? Of course, one of the most important players, nevertheless.
Well, by the time he finishes Test cricket, Pooja, he could actually become the most successful Test captain ever, not just for India, but in the history of Test cricket. So that means he's been a great Test captain. His one-day, his T20 records have been fabulous in terms of the bilaterals, if you just look at the numbers. But again, Virat himself admitted the fact that the reason given to him while changing the ODI captaincy was the lack of results in ICC tournaments. I think that is one aspect which has gone against Virat. Another thing which Virat obviously didn't want to talk about or elaborate upon was the stories coming out from the Indian camp regarding senior players saying that there's been this communication gap between them and the management. Again, sources have been confirming those stories. No player has come on record as to say that Virat Kohli or the team management they had any communication gap. But again, nobody's denied those stories also. But I think overall, Virat's done a good job. He's made India into an aggressive team, and that is shown in your Test cricket as well.
Please stay on with me, Vikrant, because this is the big story that we are staying on right now. And if our viewers have just tuned in, I want you to just listen in to the two big statements that Virat Kohli made. One about the rift that he was asked about with Rohit Sharma, and then a statement that he also made on the BCCI. Listen in.
मेरे और रोहित के बीच में मैंने पहले भी ये कितनी बार एड्रेस किया आके कि हमारे बीच में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, और ऑनेस्टली मैं पिछले 2 या 2.5 साल से मैं इसको क्लैरिफाई करे जा रहा हूँ रेगुलरली, और मैं थक चुका हूँ इस चीज को क्लैरिफाई कर करके, क्योंकि ये बार बार सवाल मुझसे पूछा जाता है। और मैं आपको एक चीज गारंटी के साथ बोल सकता हूँ कि मेरा कोई भी एक्शन या मेरा कोई भी कम्युनिकेशन कभी भी टीम को नीचे लगाने के लिए नहीं होगा जब तक मैं क्रिकेट खेलूंगा। जब T20 कैप्टेंसी को छोड़ने की मैंने पहले BCCI से कम्युनिकेट किया, सबसे पहले मैंने BCCI को अप्रोच किया कि मेरा ये पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, ये डिसीजन है और इन रीजंस की वजह से मैं ये करना चाहता हूं, तो उसको बहुत एक अच्छे तरीके से रिसीव किया गया। उसमें कोई ऑफेंस नहीं थी, उसमें कोई हेजिटेशन नहीं थी, उसमें मुझे ये नहीं कहा गया था कि आप T20 कैप्टेंसी ना छोड़िए, बल्कि उसको बहुत अच्छे से रिसीव किया गया कि बहुत एक प्रोग्रेसिव स्टेप है और सही डायरेक्शन में है। तो उस टाइम मैंने कम्युनिकेट किया था कि जी हाँ, मैं ओडीआई और टेस्ट में कंटिन्यू करना चाहूंगा, अनलेस कि ऑफिस बेयरर्स और सिलेक्टर्स को लगे कि मुझे ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं करनी चाहिए, और ये भी मैंने कॉल पे क्लैरिफाई किया था उस टाइम पे। तो मेरा कम्युनिकेशन BCCI को क्लियर था उस टाइम से कि मैं क्या करना चाहता था, और मैंने ये जैसे बोला कि मैंने ये ऑप्शन भी दिया था कि अगर ऑफिस बेयरर्स और सिलेक्टर्स को लगता है कि मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए तो वो डिसीजन उनके हाथ में है।
Both Vikrant Gupta and Rahul Rawat are now joining me. This is the big story that we are stating right now with Virat Kohli's press conference that has come, a virtual press conference nevertheless. Rahul, so a quick question from you. He's referring to office bearers, the fact that they already had the communication, very clear about it. Why do I feel that he's basically stating that why am I being asked these questions, because the BCCI always knew? Do you think he's making a statement at the BCCI, or at this point he's just clearing the air?
Well, Pooja, first of all, I think Virat does feel let down about whatever has happened in the last few weeks. He says that just 1.5 hours before the decision was made, he receives a call. The test team was discussed with him, and as soon as they were about to end that phone call, he was told that he's not going to be the ODI captain. He does feel, and in fact, when he says that the selectors and office bearers, that means the decision makers in that hierarchy were not too inclined to have him as the captain, and that was, of course, the approach that the BCCI and the selectors were heading towards, because they wanted one captain for the white ball cricket, that is for the T20s and for the ODIs. Next, another question that he answered was that, which you just played out, that he said that when I asked them that I don't want to be the T20 captain, it was received very well. In fact, just a few days back, Saurav Ganguly, the BCCI president, had said that he himself called Virat Kohli and he told that not to quit T20 captaincy. So definitely Virat Kohli and the decision makers, they are not on the same page, and Virat does feel let down.
Rahul, stay on with me because Vikrant also continues to be with us. And Vikrant, you are pretty much, I'm sure, aware about the inside details of what's been happening with the team. At this point, when India heads out to South Africa for this series, do you think now it would be on a better ground with these statements that have come in? Or do you think there would be some other meetings that will have to be organized as well, some more clearing the air to be done? Or has that been sorted for now?
Well, ideally, the meeting should have happened before the captaincy switch. Like Rahul pointed out, if Virat just received a phone call discussing the test team, and then he was told that he's not going to be the ODI captain anymore, I think that doesn't befit Virat's stature. It should have been more dignified. It should have been discussed threadbare. It should have been discussed before the meeting. It should have been a series of long meetings between him, Rohit, Rahul Dravid, Chetan Sharma, Saurav Ganguly, Jai Shah, I mean, all the stakeholders. Because when you are taking captaincy from one person and giving it to the other, you've got to explain it. And you've got to do with dignity. I think Virat deserved that. And I did say yesterday that the BCCI didn't really handle the situation all that well. Yes, Virat has come and done the press conference today.
Yes.
Like I said, the speculations will remain. I mean, there would still be sources within the BCCI would be leaking information. Information A, information B, and then you would not have Virat Kohli coming out every day clarifying them. Good that he's done that today, but God knows what's going to happen tomorrow.
Vikrant, stay on with me. Rahul, I have this question for you because this is a test series and an ODI. At this point, is it possible, and this is for my understanding as well, can Virat Kohli join the series midway? Does it work like that? Or he will have to join right away? What would be more crucial for Virat Kohli to join in? Would it be the test or the ODI? Do tell us about that.
Well, Pooja, Virat has already made it clear that he is available for the ODIs. He said that I was and I am available for the ODIs. Of course, he's flying out with the team for the test series. 3 tests they have to play. And also just wanted to point it out that, the ODI captaincy, Virat, of course, would be thinking that, the man which the statement was issued from the BCCI. The ODI team has not been announced so far. But on that day, when the test team was announced, there was a one-liner, one-sentence statement from the BCCI which says that Rohit Sharma is going to be India's white ball captain. That is for the T20s and for the ODIs. Remember, T20s on this tour have been scrapped. ODIs, for that, the team has not been announced. So, of course, Virat would be disappointed, would be dejected with the kind of, or rather the manner in which he has been removed or sacked as the ODI captain. And, BCCI also would be thinking that they are in a spot of bother or in a tricky situation because, they had announced the test team. ODI captaincy and the team was
Rahul,
not announced.
Just stay on with me because I do have a quick question from Vikrant as well. Vikrant, you had said that this is also a procedure, protocol that the captain usually addresses a press conference. But if I'm correct, the coach also joins in at such press conferences. The coach was not there. Was he supposed to be? Was Rahul Dravid supposed to be seen? Why was he not there? Do you think that question also comes to surface today, Vikrant?
Yes, you're right. The precedent has been that the captain and the coach address the pre-tour departure PC. And since the team is flying out to South Africa tomorrow morning, the press conference happened today. I was also surprised when I saw that it's just going to be the captain. But maybe, it's not cast in stone that both the coach and the captain got to come. There have been instances where the captain didn't come, the coach came. There have also been instances where the captain came and the coach didn't come. So I don't think it's a major issue. Maybe they would have devised a formula where Virat does the press conference here, and upon landing in Johannesburg, Rahul Dravid does it for the South African media.
Very interesting. Please stay on with me, Vikrant and Rahul, because I just want to play exactly what Virat Kohli had said about being available for selection. He says, I was always available, he said, and also about Rohit Sharma and absolutely no fight between them at all as was being speculated. Listen into what Virat Kohli said just a short while ago.
मेरे रोहित के बीच में मैंने पहले भी ये कितनी बार एड्रेस किया आके कि हमारे बीच में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है और ऑनेस्टली मैं पिछले 2 या 2.5 साल से मैं इसको क्लैरिफाई करे जा रहा हूँ रेगुलरली और मैं थक चुका हूँ इस चीज को क्लैरिफाई करके क्योंकि ये बार-बार सवाल मुझसे पूछा जाता है और मैं आपको एक चीज गारंटी के साथ बोल सकता हूँ कि मेरा कोई भी एक्शन या मेरा कोई भी कम्युनिकेशन कभी भी टीम को नीचे लगाने के लिए नहीं होगा जब तक मैं क्रिकेट खेलूंगा। जब T20 कैप्टनसी को छोड़ने की मैंने पहले BCCI से कम्युनिकेट किया, सबसे पहले मैंने BCCI को अप्रोच किया कि मेरा ये पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, ये डिसीजन है और इन रीजंस की वजह से मैं ये करना चाहता हूं, तो उसको बहुत एक अच्छे तरीके से रिसीव किया गया। उसमें कोई ऑफेंस नहीं थी, उसमें कोई हेजिटेशन नहीं थी, उसमें मुझे ये नहीं कहा गया था कि आप T20 कैप्टनसी ना छोड़िए, बल्कि उसको बहुत अच्छे से रिसीव किया गया कि बहुत एक प्रोग्रेसिव स्टेप है और सही डायरेक्शन में है। तो उस टाइम मैंने कम्युनिकेट किया था कि जी हाँ, मैं ओडीआई और टेस्ट में कंटिन्यू करना चाहूंगा, अनलेस कि ऑफिस बेयरर्स और सिलेक्टर्स को लगे कि मुझे ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं करनी चाहिए, और ये भी मैंने कॉल पे क्लैरिफाई किया था उस टाइम पे। तो मेरा कम्युनिकेशन BCCI को क्लियर था उस टाइम से कि मैं क्या करना चाहता था, और मैंने ये जैसे बोला कि मैंने ये ऑप्शन भी दिया था कि अगर ऑफिस बेयरर्स और सिलेक्टर्स को लगता है कि मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए तो वो डिसीजन उनके हाथ में है।